Hello friends, my name is AJ. We have had 5 days of AP testing now, one entire week, and now next week will be the remainder of the AP tests. The AP Computer Science test, I've made a lot of videos for AP Computer Science, that was this Friday. Now, in the AP Computer Science test, as well as some of the other tests that have been administered last week, such as the AP Physics C, AP Calculus, there's been a lot of people saying that they had problems while submitting their test. They had problems either, submitting it or it was really glitchy. And a lot of people, especially on either question 2, if there was a 2-question test, they weren't able to actually submit their test. They were able to, access the test, complete it, but they may have been kept clicking the submit button and it wasn't working, or it just wasn't accepting the file for whatever reason. So today, just this afternoon, the College Board, the Advanced Placement Program, has sent out an email to most of its students. And in that email, there's something that is very, very interesting that I wanted to share with you in this really quick update. So it says in the email, quote, "Beginning Monday, May 18th, and continuing through the makeup window, if you're unable to upload your response due to a technical disruption, you'll be able to email it to us immediately following the conclusion of your browser-based exam. If this happens during your exam, be sure to look for instructions on how to email your response on the page that says, 'We did not receive your response.' The email address you'll see on the page will be unique to you." Okay, so this is actually a very major thing that has just been announced. So for this week, basically what they're saying is the next 5 days of exams plus the makeup exams. Now, if there's a problem where it does not submit your score and you have actually completed your entire test, you'll be able to send them an email of your response. And this is definitely very good because a lot of people have had problems. They completed the test, they may have thought they did really well, and then they went to submit it in that last 5-minute window, and it just wasn't accepting it. And a lot of people now have to retake the exam because of that. So with this new update, the fact that you're actually able to email your response to them if something goes wrong is definitely very, very important. And not only does it help you calm nerves, especially if some people who are worried about, what if their thing does not get submitted? This is really bad. And also to the people who have had problems in the past or have to either take a makeup exam, or just people who are taking some exams next week, this is very important information because now this basically says that if your thing failed, let's say your response failed to submit, there will be an email which you'll be able to send your response to, and they'll be able to get that response. That's what it seems here. Of course, this does not want to be your primary way of submitting your response. You still want to submit your response normally. Don't purposely wait for the timer to run out so that you can email them a response. You want to still keep that 5-minute window for actually submitting your response through their website, because through their website and through the actual test portal will still be a better way to respond or to actually submit your score or your test than trying to email it to them. But this is a safeguard now, which is very, very, very good. Just so that, if something fails, you'll be able to still submit your response to them. So that was pretty much the only update that I wanted to make. This came out this afternoon, and I thought it was important enough to make a video about it. Not only so that people, because I do know that there were some people in my comment section who was taking AP Computer Science and their submission failed. And also there were some people who, and those people may be taking tests like this week, as well as other people who may just be taking AP exams. This is definitely something that's going to be very, very useful information to know. So definitely, if something happens, immediately, don't wait either to send the email. Send it as close as you can to the end of the test. And the reason is because the more and more you wait, the less and less, actually secure you'll be in actually getting a score, because if you wait for a longer time, it means that you may be using extra time which you're not actually allowed to use. So immediately, I'm talking within the seconds after, and maybe the minute or two after, you need to send them that email, because of course with emails there are timestamps. So you want to make sure that you submit it really, really quickly within that window of time. That way it doesn't draw suspicion that you're just trying to, game the system and trying to get more time on your exam. Do not do that. Submit it as quickly as you can, and it will basically give you instructions, and it'll be an email response unique to you, or an email address that you will send it to that only you can use, so that you cannot, submit a response for somebody else, or it gets mixed up like that. So this is very, very important to know, and it is going to be very helpful for some of you, especially if you have had technical glitches in the past, and it can help calm nerves, especially if you're really concerned about having such a technical glitch. All right, everyone, if you like the video, feel free to like and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching, and if there's any more AP news, especially in the next week, I'll definitely send it out to you. Thank you.